I love the hustle, man.
So yeah, man. In other Kings news, we just signed, I believe, like maybe yesterday. Just on a center, just on a big man, and Orlando Robinson. Orlando Robinson is coming from Miami. He played 2 years there. Young guy, 24 years old. Played high school in Los Angeles, California. Went to Fresno State, I believe, for college. Yes, he went to Fresno State. He had pretty good stats there, man. He was in double figures all 3 years. His last year, he averaged 19 points and about 8.5 rebounds. His last year in college, but hasn't really had the minutes and the opportunities in the league so far. Like I said, 2 years with Miami, just averaging just a few points.
Few points a game, yeah.
Yeah, just maybe about a dozen minutes or so. What do you expect out of this move? I mean, we talked about needing center depth. Maybe some people are thinking this is a steal for a guy whose upside is kind of higher, but you're kind of getting him for cheap.
Right.
And we didn't re-sign JaVale McGee, but we did re-sign Alex Len. I don't know how much playing time he's going to get. Is this kind of just to fill a roster spot, or do you feel like this is somebody who can help the team and maybe he can grow this roster?
Point, I really don't know too much, about the young bull. So I don't know if this is going to be a roster fill for right now to see what happens when we go into training camp, to see how well he plays then, and then also to see how well he plays during the preseason. Or will he actually be, a center that comes in and plays valuable minutes for us, can go ahead and average at least, 5 or 6 points a game, maybe 8 or 9, 10 rebounds if possible. And block a couple shots here and there, or create some problems on the defensive side of the ball for some of these centers, because we've talked about it in our past episodes of this podcast that, we felt like Sabonis is playing out of position. So maybe this might go ahead and help the Kings out. He's a young bull that hasn't really been able to go ahead and spread his wings in the league just yet. So maybe Mike Brown and the coaching staff might be able to find something of value out this kid in order for him to get able to, for him to be able to play and be, an asset to the team, I feel like.
Yeah. So in the 2023-2024 NBA season, it looks like he averaged 11.7 points. Not bad. Double figures of points.
Definitely not bad.
About 10 rebounds. So, I mean, that's not bad. I can see why people are feeling like this is a steal. It looks like his shooting percentage, I don't know how many 3-point shots he took, but we have 53%, so he probably didn't take a lot of them. 7 games started, games played, 36 last season. So, I mean, based on what I'm seeing stat-wise, it looks like he knows how to play ball. But we'll see what his role will be with this team. But I like it. Young guy, maybe he has some upside. Maybe he can grow in the system. I don't know. We'll see, because
you can't get mad at it. You can't be mad at it. You can't. Because, you gotta just go ahead and see how it plays out.
Yeah, no,
we really haven't got that much productivity outside of Sabonis. When Sabonis goes to the bench, it's like, who can we bring in to rely on to, not necessarily put him back in so quick, And I think that hopefully this young bull can go ahead and do that and add valuable minutes to us and some productivity in order for us to go ahead and produce, for this trade.
And kind of piggybacking off that, or if Sabonis is in foul trouble, we talk about that all the time on this channel. Yeah. He gets in foul trouble a lot. So if you need a big that can score, again, I'm not too familiar with this game yet. I am going to kind of look up some footage just to kind of see if he can hit the mid range, or I know in college he shot pretty well from 3, so that's kind of interesting. We'll see if that translates over here. That maybe he can kind of stretch. Yeah, then maybe he can stretch the floor a bit, but you do need some productivity off that bench from a big.
Yes.
We have Trey Lyles, but to me, he's like an undersized big. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Power forward.
Sure.
So you kind of need somebody else, man. Maybe he could be that guy. We pretty much know Alex Lender's, his ceiling. He could be serviceable in certain situations, in certain scenarios, but. You're not going to get.
Definitely.
He's not going to score 20 points. You know what I mean? And if he does score 20 points, you better hope that you picked him that night on fantasy, because you would make a lot of money. So
yes,
but nah.
For
so
sure.
It's gonna be So definitely, I'm glad to see. Welcome to the team. Hopefully you can find a role with us, and looks like you have some upside.
I agree.
So yeah, Kings signed Orlando Robinson.